Hey guys,
and we're
welcome
back.
to another episode
And we're back.
NFL predictions 2020 coronavirus season.
Week 11 is in the books, and now it's time for Week 12, Thanksgiving week, which by this time, RocDab expected his Cowboys to have a winning record and probably be 2 or 3 games up on the NFC East, but they are not.
And we're still playoff contenders.
And we expected our own to be in Zapata, but he's not. He's here.
Yeah, how the hell did you come back this early?
Yeah.
You left yesterday and you came back today?
I didn't
like-
leave.
What dedication. You did it just for the video.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, any takeaway, guys, from last week's games?
How about them Cowboys?
I feel bad for Burrow. Hopefully he comes back next season better. And
Joe Burrow.
he'll probably
Oh, yeah.
win and come back there.
He tore his ACL, meniscus, and everything.
It's MCL.
I think he
But-
got his meniscus injury.
Comeback player of the year is Dak. It's in the books.
No, calm down.
All right, well, let's kick it off with Thanksgiving morning, where we got the Detroit Lions, who always host a Thanksgiving game, who just got shut out by the Carolina Panthers 20-0, taking on the Houston Texans, coming off their, some will call it an upset win against the New England Patriots at home, 27-20. Deshaun Watson looked amazing in that game.
Now you want to freaking play? Now you want to play?
Who?
Deshaun Watson?
He's been trying to play all season long. It's not his fault. His team isn't that great, and they've changed coaches. We'll see how they do next year with a new coach.
I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, the Lions, they were just shut out.
I'm going with the Lions.
I don't think they'll have an answer for Deshaun Watson.
I'm
New
going with the
England didn't
Lions.
have it, they won't have it.
I'm going with the Lions.
Okay. And now the afternoon game, which most of America will probably be wanting to see. Washington
Because-
football team take on the Dallas Cowboys.
But let's explain why most of America. Because after this game, what's next? Nothing. We're not going to get to see the Steelers game.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys coming off their win against the Vikings, pretty shootout win. Andy Dalton did what he had to do to help get the win. He played good. The
Run with Zeke.
weapons came alive. It was a great game. Of course, it could have been way worse, way more explosive if Dak was there. But Dalton was a competent quarterback. He didn't make too many mistakes. He did his best to help him win. He did that. As for the Washington football team,
It's because that concussion.
They won against the
that
Bengals.
concussion taught him how to play football. That hit was so hard in the head.
the Washington football beat the Bengals. At first, it was a close game, and then Joe Burrow got injured, and the Bengals just had lost all hope in that game, and it just got ugly. Last time these two played in FedEx Field, it was 25-3. The Cowboys couldn't get a touchdown. Andy Dalton got a concussion. The Cowboys get their revenge.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
of course they will. 35-0.
I don't know. I really like this team overall. Their defense has just been pretty well. It's improved, and with Joe Burrow in the game, they were kind of getting some stops. But I'll go with the Redskins here in the close game, divisional game. They'll pull a fight somewhat.
I would like to see the Redskins win because it'd be funny to ruin most of the Cowboys' days tomorrow. But the football team. But I think the Dallas Cowboys are gonna win this one. I think they bounce back. I think they're kind of going to run. Their schedule's pretty workable. All Andy Dalton has to do is play like he did against the Vikings. If he does that, it'll be enough to beat the Redskins. That's not going to happen. They'll have maybe a home playoff game and lose. Or maybe they won't even make it because the Giants look like the best team in that division.
But do you really trust Daniel Jones?
No,
I don't.
I trust Joe Judge.
Who's Joe Judge?
And Jason Garrett.
Yeah, Jason.
Nobody knows that. Nobody. We have a focus on Joe Judge.
Whatever. And next we have a game that will not be happening tomorrow. I think it said it's going to be postponed for Sunday, but I don't know what type of date it's going to be.
I won.
Oh, I won?
Yeah.
I didn't see that was one. Well, then I guess I have to one
Well,
call you. The
or
Baltimore Ravens, who are coming off a 2-game losing streak, lost to New England 2 weeks ago in the rain, and last week they lost to the Tennessee Titans. Lamar at first he started off good, and then it just went horrible in the second half, and the defense could not stop Derrick Henry, taking on the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers, who beat the Jaguars as expected.
By the way, guys, sorry that I can't be funny in this video because the directors of this company, they got after me, so I cannot be funny no more. Sorry.
Last
Being
time,
oversensitive.
yeah, you can't be funny. We just had to tone it down to the level. Next up, we got the
Apparently it's too rated. Alright.
The Steelers.
Well, last time these two played, the Steelers won. It was a bit
I'm
of a
going with the
shootout.
Ravens.
It was a bit of a shootout. They forced the Ravens to have to throw in the end, and the Steelers got to stop.
The Ravens. I'll
So
trust the Steelers.
we're all going Baltimore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Baltimore stops it this week and gets the big, much-needed win to save their season, and they upset the Pittsburgh Steelers. They almost had them last time. This time they'll get it done.
Yes, what he said.
Next up, we have the Arizona Cardinals, who lost on Thursday Night Football to the Seattle Seahawks. The defense of Seattle finally came alive, although RocDab says that the loss for the Cardinals was because Kyler Murray was hurt, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how...
that type of shoulder. I mean, his shoulder was hurting. I could see why he was throwing that much. He was throwing a bunch of bubble passes. They were trying to conserve his arm, but yeah.
We don't know how his arm is doing, but now he travels up to Foxborough to take on New England Patriots, who coming out that loss against Houston. The offense looked great. The defense, though, it needs to re-step it up. Now, I would have given up on New England had they had lost, when they lost last week. But since a lot of other teams lost, New England's season is still alive. And I'm taking the Patriots again, another upset. They have to win this game since they still have a chance at the playoffs. They're only 2 games back. So New England gets this one. I think it'll be a competitive one like it was to the Texans. Give me the Patriots.
Oh, the Cardinals, that's an easy one for me.
Oh, you trust Kyler in that banged up shoulder?
I'm pretty sure he's recovered. He last played Thursday. He's going to play Sunday.
I went with the Patriots.
I would have recovered by the second day.
Alright. You got anything?
Yes.
Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers who beat the Lions 20-0 with P.J. Walker.
With the XFL quarterback.
Teddy
From the
Bridgewater.
Houston Roughnecks.
Teddy Bridgewater's back to take on the Minnesota Vikings, who got into a sort of a shootout with Dallas, and in the end, they just didn't have enough to win that game.
Yeah, because Kirk Cousins sucks. I've been saying it all along. He sucks. He's a bad quarterback, and just go back to the XFL.
That he never played in the XFL. That loss was defense. Offense was great. The defense was the loss.
Really?
For that one.
Because in the last drive,
he
had to be clutch.
He threw a pick in the last drive, but the offense was not horrible.
No, he didn't throw a pick. He almost threw a pick, but the defender was smart enough not to pick that up, because if he picked it up, they would have started all the way from over there. But no, he smartly dropped it so they could start from the Vikings' own 20-yard line. That's football IQ right there. That's a great move by that.
It was kind of one of his better games this season. The defense, though, after coming off a strong week against Chicago, it would look flat against the Dallas Cowboys. And I know the Cowboys have weapons, but come on, it was Andy Dalton.
Oh, come on, our defense is bad, Ramon.
It gets better every week.
It's getting better every week.
And I mean, it did look bad. Kirk Cousins did throw 28. He gave him the lead, but then Andy Dalton went down the field because the Vikings couldn't do it.
Like a badass.
But now we got the Carolina Panthers.
Andy Dalton's playing better than Carson Wentz. He definitely is. And it was just 1 week.
Doesn't Wentz have like more yards and more touchdown passes?
Yeah, because this fucker was concussed for like 2 weeks.
Well, that's not Wentz's problem.
Yeah, that's not Wentz's problem.
And he still came back like
give me the Panthers.
Do you know that he still can't smell or taste? That's pretty.
I agree. That's what he smells. Give me the Panthers.
Wow,
Matt Rule has been doing a great coaching job with the Carolina Panthers.
I didn't know you had to use that.
As for Zimmerman,
he's really mean to the quarterbacks.
He got an extension, and he's just been doing horrible coaching for the Vikings. It has not been a great season for him coaching. Give me Matt Rule. I think his defense will try to get all over the Vikings, and I don't think the Vikings, if they play like that against Andy Dalton, have no answer for this Panthers offense that's getting Christian McCaffrey back.
Why are you being mean to NFL players? You don't know what they go through.
Us as the one that picks on a bunch of them. Who are you picking? Yeah.
Yeah, Carson Wentz as well.
Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson.
Let me see the line here. What's the line? It's only 3.5.
I'll take the line. 6.5.
I'll take the line for
Carolina. Go out the Panthers, Mooney. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns, who were in a horrible weathered game. They beat the Eagles 22-17.
You're supposed to know that you're an analyst.
I'm trying to remember. It's a lot of games. Taking on Jacksonville Jaguars, who lost 27-3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
You got Jay Luton coming back?
Jay Luton?
Bouncing back?
Isn't that fucker, that other body, long neck bitch gonna play? What's his name?
Playing Gabbert?
No, the other one. Mike Glennon.
Oh, Mike Glennon.
He's gonna play. I heard that on TikTok.
So then who are you going with?
And the freaking Browns. You really
You
really think you're gonna trust a baldy with a long neck?
We're going to Cleveland Browns.
You trust the other guy.
I don't even know how the fuck he's in the NFL.
We're going with the Cleveland Browns. We got the sweep on that one. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Chargers coming off the win against the Jets. Although the Jets kind of almost had them, they still survived and finally did not blow one. Taking on the Buffalo Bills, who were on a bye. And you know what? This week I have a bunch of upsets. I already picked one. I'm going for a second one. This Bills defense hasn't been that great. I think Herbert. No, this Bills defense isn't great. If it was great, I would definitely pick the Bills. But it's not that great. I think Herbert can throw on it.
Back.
Austin Eckler, you see? The Chargers should have a day on them. And all the Chargers defense, which isn't that bad, have to just make, what's his name, Josh Allen, have to, throw a couple turnovers, maybe 1 or 2. Make him play bad, because when you pressure him, he's horrible.
That's what the Chargers have to do. He's a good quarterback. He could run too.
He's a good quarterback, but I'm just saying, you pressure him, he plays horrible, and he becomes inaccurate. I think Herbert's got a better arm, more accurate. I think he stuns the Bills.
Justin Herbert's really sexy, man. Honestly.
Are you taking him or are you going Bills?
Yeah, ever since he cut his hair, they're undefeated.
With that,
so I'm going to take him.
Calm the fuck down. There's just one game. Against the Jets.
Hey, you're not supposed to be saying bad words in the show.
Shut the hell up. You just said about, what was the guy? Mike Glennon, the long ass bitch, long neck bitch.
You can't say bad words in the show. They just got after me in possession, so
Well, I'm not going with this dumbass named Justin Herbert. I'm going with the Bills. There.
You can't say bad words.
No.
Production gets mad.
No, go back to the video as well. Look at this fucking
Next up, we got the
dumbass.
Las Vegas Raiders who got into a shootout with Mahomes, but at the end, there's nothing you can do. It's Patrick Mahomes with the ball with 50
pick that
seconds.
fucker off.
You're
50
here
seconds.
again. You're here.
But they put up the fight.
I wanna
Taking
pick
on
them
the
up.
Atlanta Falcons who just looked flat against the
I
Saints.
said that they were gonna lose.
I didn't think it would be that bad. Like, no offensive score was all field goal.
It's the same.
The Raiders are going to have a fun day on this secondary.
Yeah.
If Taysom Hill did, and Derek Carr's
The
going to throw all
Falcons
over
just want to
them.
play when they want to, honestly.
Are you going with Carr or the Falcons?
We're in the
Car.
emo kid car.
So we all got the Raiders on the sweep. All right, next up we got the Miami Dolphins who benched Tua because of horrible production against the Denver Broncos. But he will be playing back.
Tua, you're a bust.
He will be
Shut
playing
the hell
again this week against the New York Jets.
You just cost your team a playoff spot, honestly.
No,
You're not
they're
making
actually
the
still
playoff.
they're still there.
You're not making the playoffs anymore.
They're still there.
Justin Herbert is, remember. Okay. what's
The
the
New
name?
York Jets, who almost beat the
The
Chargers. But last time they played the Dolphins, the Jets had 0 points. I think maybe they get more this time, but give me the Dolphins to win this game.
Absolutely. Against
Do
the
you think
team.
the Jets get their first win this week?
Pretty tough, but I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
Tua bounces back.
Not Tua Fitzpatrick.
Now he's named the starter, Tua again.
Why?
I don't know. Next up, we got the New York Giants, who are coming off a bye week, but before that, they beat the Eagles. Take on the Cincinnati Bengals, who would rather just lose the rest of the games and work on getting Burrow something next year in the draft.
Next week?
Next year in the draft.
Come on.
Give me
He
the
corrected
Giants.
himself. Calm down.
I think we all got the Giants, right?
Yes.
The Bengals have nothing. This defense can get after that. Joe Judge just gonna outcoach Zach Taylor.
Why do you keep? Never mind.
Joe Judge is doing a great
Production
job.
already got mad at me for saying something. So
Joe Judge has been doing great as
I'm
a
not gonna
coach.
say nothing.
I don't know what you're
Production
thinking on
keeps getting
him.
mad at me.
Next
You
we got
just said it with Mike Glennon. Calm
the
down.
Tennessee Titans, who upsetted not upset. We actually picked them to beat the Ravens. They beat the Ravens in overtime. Derrick Henry with the game-winning touchdown. Taking on the Indianapolis Colts, who came back on the Green Bay Packers and beat them in overtime. And the last time they played, the Colts completely outplayed and outcoached the Titans.
I got the sweep.
I think that happens again. Yeah, give me the Colts.
Yeah, whatever he said.
You going with the Colts too?
Oh fuck no, I'm going with the Titans.
All right, we got the Colts. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints coming off their 24-9 win against the Atlanta Falcons. Taysom Hill didn't throw any touchdowns. He ran for 2. They traveled a mile high to take on the Denver Broncos, who beat the Miami Dolphins 2013.
The Saints.
The Saints.
On paper, everything is telling you that the Saints should win this game. They're the better team and all. But I don't know. I just have this gut feeling. Taysom Hill's going to look horrible. The Broncos already had time to study him. The defense gets after you. And Taysom Hill is about to experience what it's like to go playing that mile-high altitude. I said I have a lot of upsets this week. This is another one. I think the altitude will be really bad for Taysom Hill. It will be like nothing he's never experienced. I think the Broncos shock. It'll be a really low-scoring game. The defense will keep it close, but in the
But
end,
yet again, that's
Denver
cheating.
pulls it off.
Why do they have to play in such a high altitude stadium? That's cheating.
they're the Denver Broncos.
They play in Denver.
Yeah.
That's cheating, dude. Honestly.
Next, we have the 49ers, who, I don't even know, were they on bye?
I think so, yeah.
I don't remember the 49ers. Nobody cares about them now that everybody's out. Taking on the Los Angeles Rams, who beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-24. The defense, I know that was a lot of points, but it makes a lot of turnovers, and that's what it did on Monday. Last time they played, Kyle Shanahan actually beat them, right, with Garoppolo. I think this time the Rams get revenge, and they win this one.
Yeah, the Rams win.
Yeah, the Rams.
No Garoppolo.
The Niners suck.
Yeah, the defense.
And I
is
cannot
better.
say the rest
Jalen
because
Ramsey.
production gets mad at me.
Shut the hell
You
up.
can say the refs cost them if you want to
No,
say
the
the
rest.
Next up, we got the
You want me to say the rest?
No, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, who beat the Las Vegas Raiders. Mahomes coming in clutch in the end.
Let's go.
Taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who we just said once
Really
again lost a primetime game. And
Dude, the Buccaneers suck dick.
as much as it seemed like the build up, like the Buccaneers
You heard him.
the Buccaneers do horrible on primetime, and
I
then
didn't say nothing.
they do horrible on primetime, and then they bounce back on a regular Sunday game and win. As much as it's setting up for that, I'm not picking against Mahomes until he loses, and I don't think he loses this week.
He already lost to the Raiders.
No. If he loses this week, then I'll probably pick against him the other one. But since his Raiders lost, he's been winning.
I'm gonna pull out the miracle here.
Buccaneers?
Yeah.
It's kind of built for them to bounce back, but I'm not picking against Mahomes
But they
until
suck, remember, he said it before. He said the Bucks suck.
Said Tom
he
Brady.
doesn't like Patrick Mahomes. That's why.
Because I was right about Patrick Mahomes. That's why he doesn't like him.
You're right, Mahomes too?
What do you mean? He's just overrated.
No.
He's just right now, but what? Just
What do you
I've
mean?
seen this story before.
Of what? Your Cowboy players or what?
No, I've seen.
Oh, of course not. Okay, who's next?
The Chicago Bears Sunday Night Football Will Nick Foles be back or Trubisky?
We haven't decided.
Who knows who will be taking on the Green Bay Packers who blew that game? I know every Packer fan's blaming on all of this Kennedy for fumbling, but no.
Yeah,
You were
give
you
that
were
dress to the receiver.
No, they
Go
did.
ahead.
Don't do that. They were winning that game and they blew it. Not in overtime. They blew it since the second half when they didn't do anything.
Exactly.
And you know what? I don't care who plays quarterback. I think they can move the ball on Green Bay, and we see when Green Bay gets a defense that goes after them, they struggle. The Bears' defense they lose games, but their defense keeps it very close and competitive. They will do that this Sunday in Green Bay, and the Bears will upset the Green Bay Packers, whether it's Trubisky or Foles. Maybe Trubisky comes in
I
for
got the
Foles,
Packers.
but I got the Bears.
I got the Packers.
I'll take the Packers, and I would lower down the points because the spread is fucking high.
If Rodgers gets under pressure, what the Bears can do, they're in trouble. Now finally we got Monday Night Football. The Seattle Seahawks coming off their win against
Nobody
the
really cares
Arizona
about that game, honestly. Let's just say that
Cardinals.
the Seahawks are going to win.
Taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, who lost.
We don't even have to think about that. The Seahawks are going to win.
I know last year there was times where they looked bad and Wentz would end up winning some big game out of nowhere, and I want to really believe that, but I've already picked on him too many times. He just lets me down, so until it happens, I won't pick on the Eagles again until they actually win one. I've got the Seattle Seahawks. I think their defense plays like they did against Arizona and gets after wins. The Eagles are in trouble, and I don't think this defense. No, many defenses in the NFL can't stop Russell Wilson in that offense.
I'll go with the upset.
Got the upset. All right.
For fun.
Well, guys, what's the game you're most looking for this week?
I'm looking for the Washington versus Dallas Cowboys one, and just a warning for y'all that are going to watch that game. If you're not into graphic stuff, don't watch that game because there's going to be a gruesome injury in Dallas this
Because
week.
they're coming after Alex Smith.
Since they gave a concussion to Andy Dalton, we're coming after that fucker's leg.
Well, don't say we like if you're part of the team. You're not part
I
of the
am
team.
part of the team.
No, you're not. You're right here.
I'm interested for that. Tomorrow for the Dallas one, I hope the football team upsets, although I'm picking Dallas to ruin many Cowboy fans' days. I'm looking forward to the Patriots Cardinals. I hope Cam bounces back, and Tom Brady versus Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes, of course.
Of course, guys, subscribe to RocDab's main channel.